Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, for the start of a brand new series where we're going to be heading beyond the wall for the first time on the channel, I believe. I've wanted to go beyond the wall for a hell of a long time, but never got around to it for some reason. I've decided to play as the Thenns, the last of the Firstmen, as they call themselves, the true Firstmen. So we're going to try and spread the Thenn culture and faith and the true Firstmen, conquer beyond the wall and make an actual civilized wildling kingdom. And then who knows, maybe we will go further south or try and reinstate the older races, the older god religion and such, a little bit like we did in the Warg King. But I've learned how to do a lot of new things since then, so this should hopefully be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to playing with the Game of Thrones tribal stuff on the channel, which we haven't really done. And I've also added many giant and children of the forest courtiers to the court of the Thenns. As we know, the Thenns speak the old tongue, and they're also the wildlings and the Firstman culture that trade and interact with the giants the most. So I did add a few of those to our court. Obviously we're the most northern region beyond the wall, but it's actually quite a decent region, a nice valley, isn't it, where it's actually quite warm, probably around a volcano or something like that. Probably have hot springs, the Thenns. So they do work iron and bronze and other things. So we're quite decent. We should hopefully be able to spread our influence fairly well. I'm trying to remember what bookmark I started in. I've forgotten already, but yes, Valyria has fallen, so we have New Valyria, so at least that's over with. The Targaryens haven't attacked Westeros. Whether they will, I don't know. This is 100 years before Aegon's conquest or so. The Stormlands are very, very prominent, as we can see. They're in all of the Riverlands. Whether it will stay like that or the Iron Islands will invade, I don't know. But I thought it'd be better to have the Seven Kingdoms as independent, because if we ever do decide to go south of the wall, it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the arse if the Targaryens have formed the Kingdom of Westeros. So here we are as Chief Cregan, the Magna of Thenn, 20 years old. Obviously, we are of the Thenn religion. Decent martial. We're an unyielding leader, a rough terrain expert, and an inspiring leader. A wildling, a skilled fighter. Gregarious, zealous, cruel, brave, proud, and stubborn. We already have a son, which is cool. A Gendel of Thenn with the quick trait. And as I was saying, in our court, if we have a look, we'll skip over all the other courtiers for now who are just Thenns. But if we go down, I have added. So we have Bar, who is a giant. Awesome. We have Weg Wundar 1. So 1 I think is the same guy. So another giant. We have Weg Wundar 1 as well. Another giant. We have Bump, another giant. And then Nub, another giant. And then we have 2 Children of the Forest. Winterberry, with the awesome new traits that do come with the more bloodlines mod and the later versions of the mod. Child of the Forest, a Green Seer. They have a Crow, Green Dreams, and they're one with the Weirwood as well as Mystic. And then we have Fox Eyes, another Child of the Forest. Skilled Commander, who's a decent commander actually, and they have many pet animals, a Direwolf, a Wolf, a Snowbear, a Crow, and the other Green Seer traits. And then the rest of our court are just normal Thenns. So let's crack straight on. Let's sort out our court and all of that other stuff that comes with any start day. So an ambition, let's have a look. We're already married and such. We could have 5 children. I'm not too sure about that. Fall in love, there's not really much that we can do at present. There's not really any there. Let's just go for have a daughter then. Why not? There's not really much else there. And let's go for the hunting focus. Why not? We'll go a little bit different. We do need to decide our council. Who we have who can fill these roles, I don't know. So our overseer is Torinir with 13. Okay, he probably is about the best option actually. Our law speaker, Stenolf Thenn, 11 diplomacy. Do we have anyone better? Not really, so we may as well keep him for now. Our first raider, Meldon, he's pretty good. 16 martial. Do we have anyone better? We do have Fox Eyes, the Child of the Forest. We could go with him/her. That could work, but we'll keep Meldon for now. First trader, 7. That's pretty crap. We got Byrek here, but then we have Nub as well. Wow, formidable fighter. Competence. Let's go for a giant on the council. Why not? Spymaster, Sigmar. No, we'll go with Winterberry. A Child of the Forest as a Spymaster. What more could you want? A healer. We have Byrek. Wow, 18 learning. So yes, definitely him. And then our priest, Imgol. Is there anyone better? We have Ashild. Not really. There's not much difference there between our priestess minor titles, a designated regent. Who actually likes us? We've got one. Let's go with one. Bodyguards, Meldon, and Sigma. It's a shame that we can't have giants as a bodyguard. That would be pretty sick, wouldn't it? Marshall. We go for Fox Eye as our champion, but let's go with Nub, who is a formidable fighting giant, as our champion. Master of the Blade. We'll probably go with Meldon for that, who's pretty decent. Master of the Bow. Let's go with Fox Eyes. Why not? Court Tutor. Let's have a look at that learning. We've got Byrek again. And we've got our 2 commanders. We must have better commanders than this. We've got Fox Eyes, who's very decent. Child of the Forest commander. And we don't really have any other. We've got Bump, who's a skilled commander. They are slow. Yeah, why not Bump? Let's go for a Giant and a Child of the Forest as our 2 commanders. Right. Not much else that we can do. I don't think we have to fabricate claims. I'm pretty sure we can just declare war because we're tribal. Yeah, we can just go for invasion. So we don't need to do that. So what should we get you guys doing instead? We can improve diplomatic relations, perform statecraft, reputation repaired, sow descent. Let's just go with perform statecraft for now. We'll get you to oversee realm. Our first raider, train children, organize a raid, train troops. Let's go with train troops in Thenn. Get our levies up. Oversee construction, build legend. Build our legend of the as a Magna of Thenn. Our spy master, scheme, build a spy network, sabotage economy. Let's just build a spy network in Free Vale for now. Keep an eye on what the other wildlings are doing. We can see if some of them are calling up their banners and such. Our priest, let's just go with build zeal because we can't convert, obviously. We don't own anything else. And I don't think we will convert people to the religion of Thenn anyway. It's all part of the old god religion, isn't it? So we've done everything else there, I believe, which is perfect. Laws, we can't really do anything else. We do have our heir Gendel, who's pretty decent. Who's his educator? Could probably do with being his educator ourselves, actually. Let's design Guardian, and we'll go. Where are we? Cregan. The Magna of Thenn. There we go. Perfect. So what have we got down here? We've got the Frost Caves. Some wildlings. They've got 400 men. Nothing too impressive. Free Vale. Normal wildlings as well. 400 men. And Shivering Forest is a little bit further away. 600 men. I did notice in Haunted Forest, which is cool. Got House Forester here. I love... This sigil's so cool. It's like the grey iron sigil of the Iron Islands, but different coloured. I've never noticed that before in the game, but that looks really, really awesome. So I do quite like that. Let's have a look at our true enemy on the wall. Prince Durin of the Storm. Oh, okay. So we've got a Durandan Prince as the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. That is interesting. In the north, of course, we have the Starks. Let's have a look at the Stark King. King Jonas Stark. We will make him important. We'll keep an eye on what our old enemy, the Starks, are doing. Obviously, we have the Arryns, the Durandans. Everyone else is pretty much, as you'd expect, Lannisters, Gardeners, Martells, etc. Whores, of course, in the Iron Islands before they've become fairly prominent. Let's jump straight in then and unpause. Let's let things tick along before we decide to invade anywhere. We do want to let our... We do probably have the best equipped and trained troops, which is pretty good. Considering that ours are... Well, they should be. I'd be surprised if they're not. It'd be a little bit annoying if they're not. They should be more than the best in the north. We're the best equipped. We actually make weapons and such. So we actually work with bronze. So there's no reason why we shouldn't have the best troops and be able to expand. Hopefully fairly easy. Especially with the giants and the children at our back as well. How is our army doing? 307. So yeah, we do need to let our army levies increase. They are a lot bigger than that. We've just got, wow, we can call up like 1,000 men or so. So over 1,000 men, so that's awesome. We've just got to let that replenish. We'll have a little, so who else have we got? I don't care about dragons, for God's sake. We're at the other end of the world. How many different tribes are there beyond the wall? So we've got the Ice Rivermen, I think are in both of these, aren't they? Yes, the Rivermen. We've got the Frozen Shore clans. I think most of these are just normal wildlings, aren't they? In the bits closest to the wall, yes, wildlings, wildling. White Tree, wildling as well. Yeah, all normal wildlings. You do have Hornfoots somewhere. Where are the Hornfoots? The Night Valleys, is that the... Yes, the Night Runners. Antler Vale. Hornfoot, yeah, I'm going to say there are Hornfoots around somewhere. I think that's most of the tribes. Yeah, the rest are all idling. Where are the Cave Dwellers? Shouldn't there be Cave Dwellers somewhere? Apparently not. I thought the Cave Dwellers would be up in the in the mountains here, but apparently there aren't any cave dwellers around. Could have sworn that there was cave dwellers in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I can't remember. I thought there was the cave dweller culture. We'll forward things along. Let our men replenish. Let things improve. Hopefully our relations with our courtiers and such. Well, yeah, what are the holy sites for the Thenn religion? I'm guessing it's going to be the same as for all other religions. Chief Cregan, Skirling Pass is under attack from the giant stairs and is in need of your aid. We're not going to get involved because we want to take power over all of you. Here we go, religion. So we've got a holy site, the Fist of the Firstmen, and Hardhome. So it would be good to get those, especially the Fist of the Firstmen, as we are the true last of the Firstmen. So we definitely want to get the Fist of the Firstmen. Would be cool that we could even go into CK2 if we got a navy. Recolonize Skane under the Thenn rule. That would be pretty cool. There are several societies as well. Obviously, we have the Free Folk Society, which we will join. Steiner of the Free Folk agrees to meet me with a brief nod. Another recruiter. To join our ranks, you need to prove yourself, boy. This man says gruffly, folding his arms across his chest. You'd be fighting one of our own. Still interest, Captain Steiner of the Wildling Raiders. I'll gladly fight to prove myself. I also notice that there is the Society of the Skin Changers as well, with a Green Seer branch of the Cave of the Children. I think I did make her important, yeah. It's cool. It'd be awesome if we can, maybe in the future, if we can get some Green Seer and Warg blood into us, join that society as well. Captain Steiner of the Wildling Raiders and the Free Folk have chosen Tormund as my opponent. The young man eyes me up and down when we are introduced. Fresh meat, eh? He offers mockingly before shoving an elbow in my side, making everyone laugh. Okay, he's not got any fighting traits or such, and he's actually injured as well, so we should be able to beat him. A duel for honour. You and Tormund slowly circle each other, tense and focused. You scan him for any sign of weakness, an opening in his defence that you could possibly exploit. One mistake is all he'll get. You see a weak spot, a vulnerability in Tormund's defence. It's not much, but it's all you need. And we strike. I easily break through Tormund's guard and move to gracefully whack my wooden sword into his hand. He lies sprawled at my feet, completely at my mercy. It's all over now. Tormund drops his bare hands and hastily retreats. Yield, he says. I yield. I accept. Back on your feet. I love how we could actually kill him. The fight is over. Tormund lies defeated. You have won. Victory is mine. We gain some prestige, which is awesome. What decisions can we make? We can claim leadership of the Fens. We need more piety and prestige to do that. That's pretty cool, actually. Worship the ancestors. You begin preparations for a sacrifice. Crown yourself king beyond the wall. Hire a bard. Go on a grand hunt. Build a statue. Search for a smith. Craft a weirwood weapon. So there's several things that we could do. You know what? Let's worship the ancestors. You have decided to visit the shrine in the Holy Grove and make a sacrifice in the honour of your ancestors, hoping for their aid in return. What will you ask of your forefathers? Guide my sword in battle and let me conquer my enemies. Prosperity and growth for my realm. Ancestors share your wisdom with... No, to conquer my enemies. Is this when you can, like, offer to, like, give your own eye or hand and crazy stuff like that? I'm pretty sure you can. You ask your ancestors for military power and prowess in battle. Now it is time to present your offering. What will you give them in return? Oh, great forefathers, I willingly offer you my flesh and blood. We could give them one of our eyes, which is fucking crazy. We would get severely injured from that, which is a very big risk. May this soul serve you in the afterlife. We can give you Astrid. Well, there's nothing special about her whatsoever. Ancestors, may this feast please you. We lose some gold, gain some piety. We gain 65 from that, 100 piety from that. Yeah, let's... we get 10... Yeah, let's sacrifice Astrid to the old gods. I am told you did not receive a single scratch during your initiation. That is the kind of impressive fighter we would be honoured to have sitting at our table. You are hereby humbly invited to join our ranks. Signed, Captain Steiner of the Wildling Raiders. Chief Cregan joins the Free Folk Society. Awesome. We could actually go raiding as well, but I think we're a little bit far away, aren't we, to go raiding beyond the wall, so we'll have to wait for now. The offering struggled violently when the priests and her disciples pushed it down on the offering stone. The ancestors will surely be pleased with such a vigorous servant. Now all you can do is wait and hope. I'm guessing we would have tied her to a weirwood tree. May the ancestors bestow their blessing upon me. Awesome. Have our men replenished yet? No, still replenishing. Still only got 300 levies at present. That's fine. It will replenish, hopefully, in time. It gives us time to get other things set up before we expand our borders. We'll probably go for free Vale first, as this is beyond the mountains, isn't it? Or would Frostcave? Would I rather get all of the Frostfangs first. Let's have a look at you. You've got 430 men. How many men have Free Veil got? 443, so pretty similar. So it's going to be either of you, really. I might go for the Frost Caves. Take the caves first. That might be a better option. Neither of these are currently at war, are they? No. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so two of our neighbours are now fighting. Who's fighting? The Haunted Forest and the Shivering Forest, which is interesting. We don't really want them getting too strong. Let's have a look at Free Veil then. 454. Frost Caves. 440. How many men did we have again? 360. We still need to let that replenish. We have got a bit of gold, though. We could always... Can we actually hire mercenaries? Have we got enough money to hire mercenaries? 20 gold for 200 men. Okay, that's not bad, actually, for some Wildling Raiders. We can get some Wildling Raiders in. Some Night Runners or Wildling... Yeah, let's do that. So let's... Frost Caves. Let's try and... Oh, we can't actually declare war upon you. Must have a valid... Okay, so Free Veil. Can we declare war on Free Veil? Yes, we can. It's probably because of this mountain pass. So let's... An invasion of Free Veil. Send. Let's call the men that we do have. And then we will hire... what have we got? 200. This one is made up of 80 archers. 102. I think they're all made up of the same, actually, aren't they? Yes, all these. Let's hire those. 563. Do you know what? Because we've got the gold, let's hire 2 bands just... to be sure, giving us 764 men. We have Mors, Cregan, and Borold. Surely we've got a better commander than that, though. Let's go for Fox Eyes with their 25 Marshal. And, yeah, we'll keep Mors, the Wildling Raider, at our side for now. Let's just let these recover slightly. Wow, he's got 656 men now that he's called them up. It said he only had 400 a moment ago, but we should still have enough manpower to hopefully press these back, especially with these decent commanders that we have got. But we do need to let... this just slightly recover before we march. I don't want to go marching onto the host with any sort of disadvantage. We'd probably be okay now. Here we go. Who's got an advantage? So he does have a small advantage, which is not good. Should we hire one more mercenary band? We can't. They've all been hired, I think. That's a shame. That's fine. We've just got to hope that we can press through the advantage with our superior commanders. I'm hoping that we should be okay there. Hopefully we'll be fine. Let's march into Free Veil, which is... What sort of land? It's forest. What's Thenn classed as? Mountains? Yeah, I thought it would be. And we actually are going to win this battle, so that's fine. That's good. Our superior commanders have won that for us. I was a bit worried by their advantage, and the Battle of Freegrove was a great victory. We lost 25 men to their 119. You were separated from your men in the chaos of battle and now find yourself in the midst of war. As you scan the field and try to rejoin your forces, you see Munda break through the enemy ranks and charge you. Okay, so it's a spear wife. She's a trained fighter. Okay, she's pretty decent. Who's offering to fight for us? A poor fighter. Prepare to die, scum. In the midst of battle, you and Munda circle each other, tense and focused. The raging scene around you seems to slow down as you scan her for any signs of weakness, an opening in her defense that you could possibly exploit. This will not end until one of us yields from injury. Your experience in combat prowess with your greatsword allows you to spot an opening in Munda's defense. It's not much, but it's all you needed. I quickly avoid her forceful attacks. Munda tries to fight back, but I force my way through and move to extravagantly sever her head from her body. Nice. Finally, I thrust my greatsword hard into her chest. Well, I think her head's already gone. Was there any point? The surprise... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, we tried to. I'm going to say that didn't make sense. The surprise is clear on her face as blood fills her mouth. I must have hit something important. Die. Munda crumples to the ground, lifeless. You wipe her blood from your greatsword. The deed is good. Done. She is dead. Valamagulis. We gain some prestige, which is awesome. And we get 20% morale, which... doesn't really matter. And another enemy commander, Tor, is dead in the chaos surrounding the Battle of Free Veil. My men cornered Tor, who probably could have made it out of the fight had he not been overwhelmed by his enemies. The scout reddens. I mean our troops, my lord. Good riddance. Okay, so that was a pretty beastly victory. Now we just need to get this under siege. Free Veil, Free Grove, which is a castle by the looks of it. So there's not a lot that we can do beyond the wall. Hopefully we can improve a lot of these fortresses. I just want to make it more civilized. Make Beyond the Wall a bit more like the true North. Hail, fledgling. As a member of the Free Float, we strive to better ourselves and each other. One way is the occasional sparring match for practice and honour. Seek out and duel the fledgling Tormund. You will find him in Thirst Forest. Except, can we try and duel you, my friend? Can we invite you to our court now? Okay, so we'll try and sort that out once the war is done. Yeah, this should be pretty easy. We can assault it. It's only a level 2 fort, but we may as well wind it down. There's no point. It's falling that quickly. What's the point in risking losing any of our manpower? Chief, we've rounded up everybody we could find in Free Grove. What should we do with them? Imprison the family in the dungeons, just so we can try and maybe get some gold out of this. Let's offer peace and enforce demands. The Chief Cregan invasion of the Freevale has ended. Chief Cregan of Thenn won. Perfect. Is that now our land as well? Yes, it is. Perfect. Our demesne is too big, and one title can be created. High Lordship of the other lands. Yes, we will create that, which is perfect. Thenn looks a lot better now. The free folk do not recognise the same concepts of heredity of those of the south of the wall, and will not hesitate to abandon a weak heir. Your heir Gendel of Thenn does not seem to have earned the respect of the men yet, and so your realm will die with you when you pass. My heir must improve one way or another. He's pretty good. Quick, a wildling. He's got decent traits all around. Let's go for the struggle. Try and get him impressive. That's nice that we've now managed to... Let's just split off the mercenaries. An army of High Chief Cregan. We will disband for now. We'll keep our mercenaries because we might be able to use them to further expand our lands. We are over our demesne limit though, which is not great. We can now have a new commander though, now that we're a High Lord, which is good. So we'll look into that. Minor titles. 2 more commanders, in fact. Let's go with Nub, and don't really have anyone else, do we, at all? Let's... I don't know. They're all not great. We'll just go with you for now until we can get ourselves a few more better commanders. We do need to give away that bit of land. We could give that to one of our Fens. I don't think we can actually, unfortunately, land giants. I don't think they can have land. Oh, no, apparently we can. We can actually give land to the giants. That's pretty cool. Let's give it to Nob. He's the really decent fighting one. Let's grant landed title. Oh, no, we can't. Chieftain of Thenn. Yeah, we can't. I think you can only give them temples. What about the Children of the Forest? I'm guessing it's the same situation. Yeah. That's fine. We'll give it to... Who was the decent... Meldon, the first raider. He's pretty good. Let's grant him landed title. Chiefdom of Freevale, including the lower titles. Perfect. We have now a vassal. We can set crown focus in Thenn, which we will do. Perfect. Right, the Frost Caves. Can we now go to war with you because we're right next door to you? Yes, we can. You have 462 men. Perfect. Let's declare war. Invasion of Frost Caves. Send. We will call up our other men. Let's get them to meet up here. Should have enough manpower here. Yeah, they were going to charge us, and now they've changed their mind straight away. That's perfect. Hopefully we can get some of the wildlings to actually be vassals rather than taking all their land. I don't want to have Fens in every little bit of land. We want to have some of those wildlings still around. The Haunted Forest has expanded as well, which is interesting under the wildlings. Was it Antler Vale that was Hornfoot? Yes, it was. We want to keep those other cultures around, if possible. And we need another commander here. What's happened to our really good commander? Well, Moors is decent. We'll go with Moors. And let's march on to the Frost Caves, which should be another easy victory. The other lands. I preferred it when it was called Thenn. I'll probably change it back to Thenn, to be honest. And we're going to crush that host. Perfect. The Battle of Frost Caves. The enemies are falling by my dagger, one by one, while hails of arrows narrowly miss me, charging into the thick of it all. I corner one surprisingly young soldier trying to hide behind a fallen tree. With mixed emotions, I realise that the boy is shaking. Who are you? He splutters, eyes frantic. You can call me the Great Bear, formerly known as the Great Bear. I am your worst nightmare, the Bloody. In this case, I am your executioner. I am but a shield protecting my people, the bulwark. What do we want for our name? So, High Chief Cregan the Great Bear. Does sound pretty sick, don't it, to be fair. Gives us combat skill and health improvement. I think they all do the same, really, don't they? We'll go with the Great Bear. Magna of Thenn. You were separated from your men in the chaos of battle and now find yourself in the midst of war. Who have we found? Soren. He's not great, so we'll try and kill him. You turn to face Courtier Soren and he breaks his charge and flees. You pursue but lose track of him in the chaos. Awesome. Gives us more morale. Magna of Thenn, Cregan the Great Bear. What a name. And a great victory. We just now need to siege down the Frost Caves and expand our territory even more, which is perfect. Get some more Fens landed. It's only normal wildlings here, I believe, isn't it? So that's fine. We'll keep the wildlings down here. But up in these mountains, it'd be cool to have the Thenns ruling. Let's get this siege underway. The untimely death of Tormund means I fail my mission to duel him. The free folk will find something else for me to do. That's fine. Chief, we have taken Jagged Point, but Chief Walton Stonemorn is not here. There is no one of value here. That's fine, but that does give us enough to enforce our demands. The High Chief Cregan invasion of Frost Caves has ended. The High Chief Cregan of the other lands has won. Perfect. Oh, so he actually managed to keep the lands. He's actually kept the lands this time. That's good, because I don't want to just usurp all of the lands. I do want to have some as our vassals. Can we send him a gift to improve his opinion of us? Yes, we can. Perfect. Right, let's split off our mercenaries once more. We may as well keep them around. And Army of High Chief Cregan we will disband. I do want to try and go down the Skirling Pass and the Milkfrost and take all of these mountain areas. Oh, Winterkeep's also expanded. So the Giant Stair would probably make sense as the next place for us to invade. Hardhome's expanded as well, so everyone's starting to do their little bit beyond the wall. But at least we're standing quite strong. Are we wounded? No, I think it's just from our fight. That's fine. How's our son looking? Pretty good still, which is awesome. But I think we will end the first episode here, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to like and comment down below. Subscribe if you're new here and join the Discord community. And hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.